father never burst to embers. The voice of the unheard. Love is the answer.
I gotta speak it, believe it, that's how I feel inside.
I can't sit here quiet.
You can take my heart, you can take my breath when you pry it from the cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder. Magic static, call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening? Sleeping and the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water, used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath when they pry it from the cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder. Magic static, call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. We're rising up, rising up, we're rising up, rising up, we're rising up. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder. Magic static, call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Voltage. We are off the back of Kingdom Come, and we push forward to what is in store next. We got a lot on the go. We got things we need to do. We got qualifiers to happen tonight. It's going to be a grand old time. Welcome into everybody. Welcome into Ace. Welcome into Ezra, to Rio, to Solara, to Mr. E, to Kaz, to Chaos, to Moon, who will be competing later on tonight, to Estelle. Welcome on in, everybody. And, of course, everybody who's chilling in that background. You know what I'm saying. As we do. Sometimes it pays to be the only bright on the card. It is the case sometimes, Estelle. You are going to be competing later on tonight in a golden shot qualifier. We got a bunch of those tonight. 2 qualifiers for the men, 2 qualifiers for the women. And of course a whole bunch of other fun on the road tonight. Doing good? Love that. Love to hear that. So, let's talk about the night, shall we? We got some fun matches on this card for you. Of course, we've got ourselves our qualifiers, as I talked about. We'll see Ryomen Sukuna one-on-one with Satoru Gojo. In a golden shot qualifier, we'll see Estelle Bright take on the newest member of the roster in Cammy White. In a golden shot qualifier, we'll see Moon Mage up against good old Tao in one-on-one action in that golden shot qualifier. And of course, we will see in our main event tonight, JacksepticEye one-on-one with the new Intercontinental Champion, Will Ospreay, in the other golden shot qualifier. Leia, the Ace reporters here as well. Time for another great show. Love to see it. Welcome in, Leia. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. We got a bunch of things on this card tonight, including some I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun with, as there's probably a lot of you. We had our Turkey Bowl Brawl match at Kingdom Come. Saya picked up the win in that matchup. He's now got himself a shot at either the Intercontinental Championship or pick a partner and find the Tag Team Champions Tyrant Syndicate and face off against them for those Tag Team titles. But more importantly, the man who was pinned in that match, XSP, now forced to wear a chicken suit for the next month. As Mystery said, our chicken opened up the shows for the, if you recall, the entirety of April. It will be the entirety of this month. 4 weeks, 4 shows, that the chicken XSP will open up the show, having to face off against somebody. I don't know who yet, but it will be somebody. Moon saying Estelle and I have been privately getting ready for night, win or lose. We hoping our matches keep raising the bar, match quality wise. Good to hear, says from Moon. Estelle, April Fools all month, pretty much. Opening also here, as he said, Randy and him will be going 2-on-2 with Zoro and Sanji. 2-on-2 tag team action opening fresh off of not being pinned, but losing the Intercontinental Championship to Will Ospreay at Kingdom Come. But right now, we get to get into the Chicken Suit Open Challenge, the first one of April. XSP will go one-on-one with somebody. I don't know exactly who, but we're all gonna find out together. Will it be XSP or will it be the one he faces off against? He is the April Fool. He is the April Fool for at least this one. I'll go for that title later, says opening that. Fair enough. Hippo welcome in as well, with a smile on his face. So, y'all are ready. I'm sure I'm ready to go. I hope y'all are ready to go. We'll go ahead. We'll get ourselves into this one as we turn up the voltage for the first match post Kingdom Come. And here comes XSP, the man in the chicken suit. The music seems loud. Oh, it's just me. I don't know. I can mess around. There he is. That man in the chicken suit XSP is here. And he does not look happy about it in the slightest. Look at him. Look at this man. This is what happens when somebody gets pinned in that Turkey Bowl Brawl at Kingdom Come. You are subjected to this. He looks normal to me, it's crazy. XSP. Thankfully, I think he is going to at least have the hat, the chicken head off so you can see. Oh, sweet. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. He's a bird. They put the man in a chicken suit. They didn't put the man in a chicken suit, David. Well, come on in. He is a bird. Look at, yo, I can tell just from that stare. He's livid. He's livid that he's got to do this, but he sure has to. Mr. Chicken Suit XSP is here. Poco with a laugh. Welcome in, Poco. How you doing? If I did that to one of my friends, they'd kill me. Not saying who, though. Enough. I think a lot of people would not be in a good position if they were inside of a chicken suit. But who does XSP have to contend with? He's got a little bit of a different suit underneath. What? This is the greatest thing of all time ever. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, gosh, no! Oh, it's the bear! It's not Kane! No, it's the bear! Oh, he's back! You gotta be kidding me? Nope. He's back. It's Big Bear. Oh, gosh. The freaking bear. Oh. Oh, yep. Yep, the bear. Oh, no, XSP. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, well, Clarabelle calling this one. Here we go, I guess. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is not going to be good for XSP. Tried to clothesline him, got nothing. The chicken's about to be mauled by the bear. Oh, my gosh. He caught him on all the ropes. Big Bear, hello, Arrow, welcome in. Marcel saying, haha, I missed that bear. I mean, seems like some people missed the bear and some people didn't. If XSP manages to win, I have absolutely no idea how that's possible. He grabbed him by one claw, slammed him down by his head, and now the claws in the face of XSP. Why is there even a bear here? Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know. Couple strikes from XSP, but just gets tossed by the bear, and he's calling for him to get up. It's not even the first time. No, it's not the first time this bear showed up. He showed up in the gauntlet match at Kingdom Come. Was able to put away Kratos. He just jumped right back up. Clothesline, down goes XSP. Oh, boy, dude. Oh, gosh. Turned over, though. It's XSP trying to do a little bit of work, trying to get rid of the stun bar. Cannon Big Bear activities, yes. Trying to get rid of that stun bar and almost does have it removed, and now does. He does have the stun bar removed, and he knocked down the bear. But pushed him away. Try seriously telling the bear it can't be in the ring. Yeah, you don't want to do that. The bear will just maul you. Punch from the bear. A couple elbows to the back from those grisly elbows of the bear. Sending XSP to the outside and just picks him up and puts him down. He busted him open with a claw to the back of his head. Did anyone order some KFC or some fast food revolving around chicken? He might get battered. And the bear calls for XSP to get up. He got rid of the giant bar, but after that, he's been getting demolished as he gets tossed around. He's making his opponent bleed again. Real worker. Tried to get at him, but XSP shot to the gut. Turns him over. He can't. Oh, he can't damage the bear. Oh, he still can't pick up the bear. But a drop kick does send the bear down. Rolls to the outside. Why would you tell a bear when you can just call someone to get the bear? Fair. But I think the bear doesn't. I don't think the bear cares. Little arm drag, though, from XSP does take the grizzly bear down. Picked up and, oh gosh, almost tossed into Clarabelle. Oh boy. Clarabelle, you're going to need to stay your distance away from that bear. Oh gosh, he's deadly. Picks him up again, but XSP sweeping around. Reverse DDT to the bear. He gets a foot to his face. Picked up again by the bear. Running power slam. Quickly into the cover on XSP, but only one. Only a count of one on XSP, but gets double axe handled down by those big claws and turned over. Boston Crab cinched in. Rylan in pain, but he manages to flip him over. Cover by XSP. He barely has a cover on him. Yo, he elevated himself just to get that cover and hits him down with that overdrive, that spotlight stealer, and sets him up and went for the XSP factor, but it got reversed by the bear. Bear hug spine buster. XSP's got no resiliency. Into the cover. Oh, he kicked out. I thought that was going to be it already. But the bear, not done yet. He isn't completely dead just yet. Trying to get a couple shots in. Punches in the gut. But a counter by the bear. Lifts him up, drops him. Puts 1 foot on XSP, and that's resiliency. Oh, wait for the finisher again. But XSP this time reversed it, but reversed the XSP factor again. Does the bear off underneath and picked up and tossed. That might have been at least 8 feet in the air. Cover. And just barely rolled that shoulder up. Poor XSP, he's getting owned. And the bear's got another finisher. And he just tossed him, but he landed on his feet. Tried to slide, but the bear out of the way, and he's grabbing him with the claws like a vice grip and just sends him down. I'm surprised he's still fighting. Me too, honestly. Honestly, me too. Lifts him up. XSP, though, sweeps out of the way. Kick is caught in a clothesline from the bear, and XSP's trying to get out of there. Tries to use the apron for leverage, but it doesn't matter when you gotta deal with this grizzly bear. Gets tossed back into the ring. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, XSP stole the finisher. He stole the finisher of the bear. But it was not resiliency. The bear kicked out. It was not resiliency. Might have just thrown the best shot he's got at the bear. Stole the finisher. I don't know how he did. Sent off the ropes underneath. Stole that big bear slam. And he's still going. XSP is still trying his absolute darndest here to put this grizzly bear down. Grabs him by the legs and sweeps him down. And goes back after the legs. Has a signature built up. If he can hit this, he's fighting back. Sets him up for that spotlight stealer again. Quickly into the cover. On the bear, he's got no resiliency. No. Kick out at 2 from the bear. The bear kicking out at 2. Kick to the gut though. XSP factor to the bear. Goes into the cover. On the bear, if he can pull this thing off, he might be able to. He burned resiliency on the bear. He's got that arm. He's doing well against this bear. He's got the arm locked in. Little arm bar on the bear. Trying to pull at it, but lets it go. Realizing that bear wasn't going to tap out. I don't know how resiliency got burned on Big Bear, but XSP is doing everything he can right now. Big cross body to the bear. And grabs him by the arm. How did you toss the bear? How did he toss the bear like that? Climbs back up top. XSP calls for the bear to stand up. Oh, drop kick avoided. And the bear is raged up. Oh, boy. No way this is happening. The bear can't get around him. The bear can't get around him. I think he was trying to go up top. The bear couldn't get around him. Drops him. He did some training, apparently. This man, maybe the chicken suit is his weapon. That bear took so much damage before he got pinned last time. He needed to figure out how to fight in the outfit. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, the bear. Oh no. And now he's mauling him. Now he's biting him. Oh no. Just mauling XSP on the ground. Turns him over. The bear's trying to eat the chicken. Headbutt to the gut. And this is just a matter of survival now for XSP as he gets tossed with one arm and stomped. He genuinely thinks he's a chicken. He might actually genuinely think that XSP is a chicken. XSP, couple elbows into the gut of the bear. Big boot. Is that a bear? Yes, it is a bear, I'm honest. Welcome in, that's a bear. We saw that bear at Kingdom Come, and he's back for more. And then an elbow drop right to the mouth of the bear. Kick to the gut. Looking for the fact of life. Plants the bear. Ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. Hold up. Pump handle into the XSP factor. There ain't no way this guy's trying to go for a count out on the bear. Ain't no way he's trying to go for a count out on this bear, right? Count of 14. It is a bear. Yo, he might just go for the count out on this bear. He might just go for the count out on this bear. Oh my gosh, he's actually trying to go for the count out on this bear. Count of 18. But the bear slides back into the ring, but into the waiting arms of XSP. Off the... Oh, he tried to go for the XSP factor, and this time he went for it, and it got reversed by the bear. Locks in that Boston Crab again. But XSP still fighting. And trying to go for a submission. He barely has a hold of that arm. Right into the Boston Bear. Calls for the bear to get back up. Looking for a... Oh no! Clothesline turned into a power slam. And the bear's climbing up top. For the bear slam. The bear splash cover. Yeah, that's a... Yo, how'd he kick out? Yo, how'd he kick out? How'd he kick out? How'd he kick out of the bear splash? That's the ribs crack, but how'd he kick out? Yo, has XSP just been XSP's been training since Kingdom Come. He took that week off and said, I gotta fight with everything I got now. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Never mind. Never mind. He might have just had the last gasp that he had left. Cover. Got him. Yeah, how is he still fighting? Well, now he's not. The bear plunge puts XSP down. I don't know how he did this good, but he did. XSP is finally done for. Big Bear has done it again. The GW's Kane, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Jacob. How you doing, man? Yo, also, he stole his finisher. How did he do that? The Bear wins, unsurprisingly. He won, unsurprisingly, but somehow, XSP gave up more of a fight than I think he has ever done in his career. For one, why is the bear back? For two, how did XSP not die? I don't know how the bear's back. I don't know how XSP didn't die either. Like there. The big bear splash didn't put him down. Maybe the bear's... That's horrifying. I don't want to see that. That's horrifying. Can someone get that animal out of here? Maybe a good idea, you know? Maybe a good idea to get the bear out of the ring. You know? But the bear gets the win. 86% on the bear, 14% on XSP. the bear. I'll get some Pokemon job. Hey, there's a big bear. Hopefully you got some strong mons if you're gonna get this bear out of the ring. If you're gonna get the bear out of the arena. It's a bear, a wild animal. Yet we've seen him compete a couple times. Big bear versus 06. Well, we move on from that. What was that nonsense? I'll escort him. Be careful, Leia. Time to go back to training with Akihiko and Big Bear, says Jay. Alright. Well, we now go from that to a battle of some Danganronpa characters. It is two people who we have not seen in a little while. It is Maki, one-on-one with Sayaka Maizono. As Mystery says, two polar opposites. Going one-on-one tonight. Maki, the ultimate assassin. Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation. The bare knuckle brawlers unite. Oh gosh, I don't like that sound. Anyways, Maki, Sayaka, one-on-one. I saw what happened with Dusk Kingdom Come, and I want to see through everything to Dusk, and my best friend says Kohane. Good to know. But now, we get into this one-on-one contest of Danganronpa characters. Let's get into it, shall we? Maki versus Sayaka. And coming out first, it is the ultimate assassin herself, Maki Harukawa. We haven't seen Maki in a little while. I believe the last time we saw her was just before Chain Reaction. She's taking a little bit of time off. Watched what Kaito did at Full Throttle in the Elimination Chamber. And back for more now. Looks to set her sights on Championship Gold. Looks to set her sights on potentially Flair again, which would be funny. Kind of. But there she is. Maki Harukawa. I'll fight the bear. No, don't fight the bear. Don't fight the bear. David, you fought 06. And that did not really work out for you. Don't fight the bear. 06 is at least a robot who has at least some morals. That's a bear. You have a death wish? Yeah, probably. But now, coming out next, Maki in the ring. The polar opposite of Maki. Sayaka Maizono. Here comes Sayaka Maizono. As Sayaka, the last time we saw Sayaka was also in the Chain Reaction Rumble. She didn't do the best. She did not do that well. She came out, I believe, at number 4 and got kind of wrecked. But Sayaka taking some time to revitalize herself, to get this work done. Probably to go do concerts or something as well, actually, to be honest. She is a pop sensation. Sayaka looking to still prove that she is the ultimate idol. She's done that before by beating Violet in the past. Can she continue to do that tonight? Not against an idol, but against Maki. True clash of styles match. Maki versus Sayaka. An idol versus an assassin. Quite the career differences, says Moon. Sure is, and we'll find out which one comes out on top tonight. Here we go. And oh, gosh! Straight away, Maki said, sit the frick down. Super kick instantaneously. Drops Sayaka right on her face. And going to work immediately, and steps on her too. Into a moonsault. Maki trying to put in the work already. Goes to the corner. Trying to say, I've been prepping for this. Big spin and kick from the ultimate assassin. Sayaka's on the ropes early. Send to the corner. Big kick, but Sayaka blocking it. From going through. Big clothesline. Maki now. Still having an answer for Sayaka's offense. Big headbutt. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, huh? Wait, hold on. No. Whoa. What the? Whoa. Oh, what the huh? Okay, many things just happened. One, what was Dominic doing out here? Two, what the frick was that? Sayaka hit that freaking sensation statement. The backstabber into that submission. Maki got out of it. More importantly, Dom, what was that for? What was Dirty Dom doing here? 2K? Yeah, 2K. Liv sent out a hit? I'm confused. What was that? And a spine buster from Sayaka. Now just from that, she's taking the full advantage. The distraction from Dom? Apparently? I don't think either of them have beef with the Judgment Day. No, they don't actually. Why? Into the cover up that double axe handle kick out at 1. Why Valkyra's in here? Yeah, I don't know. As Sayaka run in and completely missed. And she whiffed on the drop kick. Trying to make Maki pay for it. A super kick from Maki. The Judgment Day does start beef. And a German suplex lands. From Maki, a kick to the gut. And now rages up. But gets caught by Sayaka. Seems like everything's just turned against Maki at this point in time after whatever in the world that was. From Dom. Up. On the... Oh, carrying. No, counter by Maki. Sets up Sayaka for the Assassin's Mark. Sayaka doesn't have resiliency. Pulled away from the ropes into the cover. Got 2. Sayaka survives. And now Maki trying to fly in. Kind of a leg drop. Tope Atomiko leg drop from Maki. Right to Maizono. And send her into the corner face first. Now climbing up top here. What's Maki looking for here? Oh, springboard and a super kick. And the assassin throwing kicks out like there's no tomorrow. Back in the corner again. Set up. And another kick. This time a disaster kick to the side of the head of Sayaka. Quickly into the cover. On Maizono. Kick out of 2. No resiliency burn from Sayaka. Climbs up top now. Maki turned this thing back around, but the leg drop reversed. Sayaka moving out of the way to get out of that. A little scorpion death drop from Sayaka. Turned around again and raking the back of Maki. Maki sure loves kicking offense. She does like kicking offense, apparently. Big punch, though, to the gut from Sayaka. Puts the assassin in the corner. And a big chop to the chest. And could be signaling for that backstabber again. And gets it this time. The main attraction. No submission with it. Cover on Maki. No resiliency. No resiliency burned on that backstabber. It goes right into submission, trying to target the back. But Maki right out of it quickly. Turned around though by Sayaka. Signature is reversed by Maki. Turned around. Dropped. And into the Black Lotus. That submission locked in of her own. Sayaka's got no resiliency here. But not enough damage done to the arms. Sayaka slipping through. Maki had to let it go. And goes into the corner. Maki starting to freak out a little bit here. Running in. And oh! Double foot stomp from Maki. Directly under the chest of Sayaka and sets up for it again. Another assassin's mark. And Sayaka still has no resiliency. Into the cover on Maizono. Okay. Ospreay! Not quite. Sayaka still surviving, at least for a little bit longer. Goes to the middle ropes. Turns around, Maki flies in moonsault. Calling for Sayaka to stand back up to her feet. Big kick there, and these two now trading back and forth. They go. Slaps to the face, chops to the chest from these two. Maki saying, come on, bring it on. Sayaka with another slap. Counted one on another slap. Back and forth. Counted the punch. Another chop. Another punch from Sayaka. Back and forth. These two are refusing to give an inch. Throwing hands like there's no tomorrow. Here we go, man. Back and forth they go right in the center of the ring, and Maki got the advantage. Turns Sayaka around. Looking for that Black Lotus submission in again. Center of the ring. Sayaka with nowhere to go. She's barely holding on, but gets out of it. Pop back up. Sayaka quickly into a roll-up. Quickly into a roll-up on Maki. Is that going to be enough? No, kick out at 2. Maki's got 2 finishers. I think Sayaka just tried to steal one of them, but Maki got her finisher reversed. Sayaka sets up, looking for the main attraction, that backstabber again. Into the cover on Maki, and she burns resiliency. Maki burning resiliency. Sayaka going to work now with those stomps. And now punches right to the head of the Ultimate Assassin. Maki does burn first. Sayaka sends her back into the ring. Rolls back in saying, I'm going to end you. Calls for her to get up from the springboard position. Flies in. This time lands that drop kick. Picture perfect on the face. Climbs back up now. And calls for her to get up again. Went from the springboard, now from the top, high risk, and kinda gets the reward. Hit that cannonball, got about half of it. And now could be setting up for the end. Looking for the main attraction. No, actually turns it into the submission. But Maki too close to the ropes. Calls the rope break. If she went for that main attraction backstabber, that could have been the end of the match, as Maki's gonna make her pay for it. Assassin's mark for the 3rd time. Pulls her away from the ropes, into the cover on Sayaka, and now Sayaka burns resiliency. Even playing field for these two. Up and down by the hair. Little mistake could cost Sayaka. It's anybody's game now as Maki, blood dripping down her face, tries to run in, hits that enziguri, and Sayaka's got a head injury. Elbows now to the leg, and right to the knee of Sayaka with those punches. Oh, he gets pushed away. Pushed away by Sayaka. Maki kipping up, but gets caught with an elbow. Back elbow from Sayaka as a signature built up, setting up for it, swinging around, and drops Maki. And calls for her to get up, rolling through tilt-a-whirl into the main attraction. Got that backstabber, pulls her away from the ropes this time. She's got a body injury. Sayaka puts Maki down. None of the sword, that is curtains. You still gotta question though. What was with Dom? Sayaka picking up the win. But what was the... Yeah, why was Dom out there? He was there, provided a distraction, and then just left. We're gonna need to hear from Dom about that. I know Maki hasn't done anything to a Judgment Day member. The only one that's been here is Dom. So then why? Guess we're gonna need a good old explanation, yeah. Dom warped reality. Maki nearly got it with the Assassin's Mark as Dom ditched Liv to go for Sayaka as he embraced the Latino Heat lifestyle. He could have. I mean, Liv hasn't made a single appearance here in the GWE. I don't know. Well, she has shown up. Like, she's been here to support Dom one time. But we haven't seen her since then. That does beg a good question. Jacob, David, Death, Dom, Sayaka, Maki. These six now have something in common. Oh no. A really glitchy 2K submission moment. They should work. Congratulations to Sayaka. 75% on Maki and 25% on Maizono. She's out on a hit on Maki. Maybe? I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to find out.
Yo, it's me.
As the weeks progress.
DDP.
But now it's time for the first of the men's golden shot qualifiers. At the next pay-per-view, we will have an 8-man and 8-woman ladder match to determine the first golden shot briefcase holder. And we'll find out the first man to qualify tonight in the form of one of these two Jujutsu Kaisen characters. It is Ryomen Sukuna versus Satoru Gojo 1-on-1. Will the Honored One manage to defeat Sukuna this time around, or will the King of Curses get his way to the Golden Shot ladder match? Let's find out as we turn up the voltage. Sukuna win the Golden Shot and Sakura's knees are yours. That's crazy. Out first, it is the Honored One. It is Satoru Gojo. Coming out first, it's Gojo. We've seen him compete a little recently in that 10-person gauntlet match, that 10-man gauntlet match at Kingdom Come. It came down to him and Jay as he went out at number 10 in that match. But in a pretty fun brawl in that gauntlet match, Jay would beat Gojo to win that gauntlet match. Gojo looking for a little bit of a get back, but this time a get back on somebody he knows all too well in Ryomen Sukuna, the strongest in Jujutsu versus another strongest. Satoru Gojo, says Polka. Gojo. He looks ready. I think if anybody's going to be able to take down Sukuna, it would be Gojo. Really, man? Okay, sure. Sure, I guess. He just does. Alright, sure. Sure, man. But here comes the King of Curses. Ryomen Sukuna. Okay, they both... When did we last see Sukuna? I believe the last time we've seen Sukuna was when he teamed up with Sephiroth in 2-on-2 action against Nathan and I believe Cloud a long time ago. He's been gone for a little while, but now has the chance to qualify for the Golden Shot ladder match by putting down his own arch enemy in Gojo. Yeah, it has been that long. I don't think we've seen Sukuna in a while. Sukuna is here, and the flames erupt for his entrance. It's 1-on-1. It's the strongest versus the strongest. It's Gojo versus Sukuna. 1-on-1. Here we go. Lorenzo calling this one. Let's get it on. Apparently fan service for the ladies in the audience was in order. Apparently so. Because both of them don't have a shirt on. Why? I don't know. Oh, neck cranks from Sukuna and then a leg drop right afterwards to Gojo. No technical wrestling here. Just a full-on brawl between these two. Kicks the caught by Sukuna. Up and down. Backbreaker. Gojo's starting off not looking too hot compared to Sukuna in this matchup so far. Snapmare though from Sukuna off the ropes. Big boot. Right to him with Gojo with a counter. But popped up. Did Sukuna quickly into a roll up though from Gojo. Could he steal this one? No. Sukuna with the reversal. Kick out by Gojo. Pops right back up. Rolls out the way. Cross body. Putting all his weight into that one. Gojo trying to get himself on a roll, but Sukuna looking to stop that from happening at all costs into a spine buster. Now to the middle ropes. Calls for Gojo to get back up. We're going to set up double axe handle. Look. Listen, Rio. I know what you are. Sukuna. Gojo rolled the outside. Sukuna still taking it to him on the outside. Dipping and dodging out the way. Puts him on the apron. Picks him up and Snake Eyes head first into the grates. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sent away and into the steps goes Gojo. This has been all Sukuna to start off with. Gojo's got red head damage, and Sukuna's barely been touched. Turns him over. Stomp caught by Gojo. Elbow, but Sukuna still reversing and tosses him aside. Gets back in the ring. Count of 8. Waits for him to get back up. Gojo's not doing so good, and Sukuna broke the count the second he saw Gojo start to stir. Couple elbows to the gut. Gojo trying to mount any form of offense against Sukuna. Imagine the belt just went a 10. That would have been crazy. Lifted up and plants it. Always legs. Always legs. Legs hit the apron on that reverse DDT. Or reverse suplex almost. Off the ropes. Sukuna picked up. No, countered. Oh, kicked to the leg from Gojo now. Turns him over. Grabbed and sent into the turnbuckle, into the ring post. Gojo's kind of getting destroyed. I think we know he's more likely to go on in this moment right now, at this current time, at this moment. But Gojo's still trying to bring this one back into the cover on Sukuna. Nope. Though it would be a funny idea to send the count timer to 1. That would have been insane. Oh, rolls through here. Gojo rolls through, picks him up. Look at the strength of Gojo into a gut-wrench suplex. And I'm punching him right in the face. right afterwards. Why are you cheering for Sukuna, Flo? I noticed that. Why are you cheering for Sukuna? I'm pretty sure he's done some pretty horrible things. Oh, kick to the side of the head from Gojo. And quickly into the cover. Off that Black Mass style kick. Got it through though by Sukuna. Turned around by Gojo. Elbow though, caught him. Turned around again, back and forth. You don't like Gojo? Fair. Is it because he takes his shirt off? Apparently Chaos has a fan in the audience of that. I love Chaos. Sign was indication. Does it better than soccer. That's crazy. Oh, caught him. And a choke slam into a backbreaker. That hollow wicker. What a kick out of 2 by Gojo. Oh, counter though. I thought he was going for a finisher set up there. Gojo's had him scouted and said, nah, nice try. All the merrier. Hello, fans. Oh, caught him though. Cleave and dismantle from Sukuna. Cover on Gojo, and that is resiliency. That is resiliency burned on Gojo. And Sukuna is taking all control right now. Back elbow. Back double axe handle to the back. Words. Oh, thrust to the throat from Sukuna. As he rolled back in, Gojo rolled to the apron and tossed him back into the ring. Please, Gojo, beat off the ropes underneath both times around. Double back body drop from Sukuna into the cover on Gojo. Nope. Check out a 2 there. By Gojo. Leg drop. Delivered as Sukuna calling for him to get up. Could be signaling for some here. Doesn't have a signature, doesn't have a finisher, but again, barely taking any form of damage. Neck breaker. You are the honored one, the greatest. Get up. Calls for him to get back up again. No, he doesn't actually. He just jumps off on him. Knee drop to Gojo. Right to the head. Into the cover. Suko. No. Oh gosh. Gojo popped right back up after that cover, using that adrenaline that he stored up, picks him up. Limitless from Gojo. The adrenaline pouring through him into the cover. Sukuna kicks out. No resiliency though, and he's gone purple. He has gone purple. Big punch from Gojo. Now right to the knee. Running around now, taking a second to breathe. Look at the welts on Gojo's back. Oh, but set him up, caught him, cleave and dismantle. A second time from Sukuna into the cover. Sukuna. Oh! No. Okay. Not yet. Gojo. Oh, big knee. And turned it into the 6 eyes. And sets him up. Sukuna's getting up from behind though. Little fight left in him, but reversed. The finisher. I think he was looking for the unlimited void. He's not done yet, but he could very well be done in a second. Those elbows from Sukuna. And just meticulously picking him up. Boot to the face, Gojo out of the way. But a clothesline. Cut him down. Has a finisher. He's trying to bring it back. But Sukuna's got him now. And locks in the malevolent shrine. Cinched in. Gojo's trying. But he taps. Sukuna is going to the Golden Shot ladder match. Sukuna's qualified for it. The Gojo has fallen to the King of Curses. He tried to bring that thing back. But it wasn't enough. That is going to be terrifying. Everybody else who has to be in that match, that's horrifying for him. There was that cleave and dismantle for the first time on Gojo. There was enough to burn resiliency. And it wasn't enough. Gojo tried with everything he had to come back from this. But he couldn't. Set him up. Hit him with the 6 eyes right here, but went for that unlimited void. Sukuna got out of it. Caught him in the Malevolent Shrine and forced him to tap. We're seeing who joins him when it comes to the main event. Who will join Sukuna in that match? 75% of you on Gojo, 25% on Sukuna. And this is a devastating threat. Everyone else who's in that Golden Shot ladder match, be careful, because this man might just win it all. And now, as opening said, it's time, and as Moon said, actually, both of them, it's time for some tag team action. It is. It is the team of RK Opening, Randy Orton and Opening, taking on the One Piece crew of Zoro and Sanji. Opening and Randy both competing at Kingdom Come for the Intercontinental Championship. Opening and Randy both not pinned in that matchup, and Opening was unsuccessfully able to retain. He's not able to retain his Intercontinental Championship. That is in the possession of the man you see on the screen right now, Will Ospreay. Do you hope this is a good match? After the mayhem that was War Games, what do we get from the tag team scene now? We'll have to find out. The boys are here. The boys are ready to fight. It's Orton, it's Opening versus Zoro and Sanji. Here we go. Let's turn up the voltage. Opening coming back to the tag scene after holding that championship, says Kaz. We know he wants to get another shot at that Intercontinental Championship in the future. But right now, it's about teaming up with this man, the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. He has done it all in this business. Randy Orton is a legend among superstars. No doubt a future Hall of Famer. And a man who is, in 11-12 days' time, could be the undisputed WWE Champion. But here he is not as sadistic. He's here to have a little bit of a good time, teaming up with his buddy Opening. The man who will beat Cody Rhodes. The man with the voices in his head. Unless the voice got knocked. Randy Orton is here. He hears voices in his head. They counsel him. They understand. They talk to him. They tell him that it's tag team action time against One Piece's own Zoro and Sanji. Good luck to both of them. As Randy's here, and now here comes the former Intercontinental Champion opening. Strutting down to the ring, had all the confidence in the world going into Kingdom Come. Fought like mad in that match. But unfortunately not successful at Kingdom Come opening. Looks to get himself back on track. Looks to get himself and Brandy back on track in this tag team match. Can they do that? That is the real question. Here comes the former Intercontinental Champion opening. Could we see him rise back up those ranks? Could we see him try to find a way to get back to that Intercontinental Championship? Could he go bigger than the Intercontinental Championship? Could he try to go for Jacob in the World Championship? Or could he try to find his way to team up with Randy and go for those tag team titles? Only time will tell what's in store for the RK opening. But right now, what's in store for them is having to take on this guy. Why is his name that? It is Roronoa Zoro. My theme is so sinister. Listen, man, that's the theme you picked. Here comes Zoro. A man who dreams of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. Could he be able to do that again? In the future. Can't do it here in the ring. But he did make it. He took another nickname. He looks good. Well, he did take another nickname. Wait a minute. He did make it. He's not lost. Zoro. He's also not in disguise, thankfully. Last time we saw him, he had a mustache and sunglasses. And I don't know why. It was a weird time when Zoro showed up last, but now he's fully ready to go. As he teams with a man who is part of the crew, but sometimes they don't exactly see the grandest picture. Is this man right here? It is Thin Smoke Sanji. He got lost and felt a little silly. Yeah, fair. Sanji. We'll see Luffy competing later on tonight in that triple threat matchup with Akuma and with Liu Kang. Of course, the winner of that triple threat will be added to a triple threat in the future, and that will be to determine who challenges our new GWE World Heavyweight Champion Jacob for the championship. Will we see the same success for Luffy as we see tonight for Sanji and Zoro, or will one come out with a victory, the other not so much, or will it just not be a good night for the One Piece lads? Shout out to Sanji for the amazing food selection. Oh yeah, Sanji, no pun in particular, but he cooks. Not only in the ring, but backstage. That man has got cuisines for days. And I love that. That's just fun stuff. That's just awesome. You got to make sure these people eat around here in the GWE. Sanji knows how to cook. Randy starting this thing off now against Zoro. And here we go. Rushing in. Randy, we just saw that from Sukuna. You don't need to do that too. Come on, man. Elbow from Orton. And straight away, going for a submission early on Zoro. That's not even going to do anything. That's not going to do anything close to put Roronoa Zoro down. An electric chair drop. And then, tried the elbow. But Orton wise to it. It's out of the way, up on the shoulders now. A backbreaker from the Viper. Got to grab him. Randy, a little slippery. Nobody wanted the shirt except for opening. Yeah, nobody wanted the shirt except for opening, apparently, says Kara. Zoro, a little backbreaker to Randy, and a couple punches from the future world's greatest swordsman. Maybe we gotta test Zoro against the swordsman here in the GWE. See if he can be that ultimate swordsman, or the world's greatest swordsman. And a tag made, in comes opening, and a kick right to the gut from the former IC champion. We do have quite a few. We do have quite a few people who use a sword. Into the cover on Zoro, only a 1. Just not Miss Pekoyama? No, not Miss Pekoyama. Kick to the gut from Zoro, and he rages up already, but opening with a counter. Counters the kick there, went for a clothesline. Zoro, though, with the power and the strength to lift him up from there and turn it into a body slam. Now Zoro lifting him up. Oh my gosh, look at the power of Zoro with ease. Just pressing opening and makes the tag into Sanji. Who, does he still have a watch on? I just realized that. Did this man just wrestle with a watch? Into the cover off the German suplex kick out by opening. Sanji trying to block his way to Randy and does so, hits that knee drop. That knee to the face, opening back up, but Sanji a little bit quicker lands that blockbuster. He actually is. Yeah, he has a watch. He has a watch that he wears all the time. Okay, Sanji, sure. I didn't know that. Off the ropes, drop kick, but it's countered by opening. Impressive, yeah, wrestling with a watch still on. It's it's a tad bit unprofessional wrestling with some jewelry on, but you know, if it works for Sanji, it works. As opening, trying to send Sanji into the corner to make the tag to Orton, and does so. Randy climbing up top. Fight o'clock. It could be flight o'clock for Randy here. Oh my gosh! Little skyscraper senton from these two. I didn't know Randy was able to do that. Okay. Nice tandem offense from these two as Orton puts Sanji back in the corner and makes the tag into opening, and a punch right to the gut now of Sanji up on the shoulders. And Snake Eyes drops him down, and now Sanji's stunned. He's going to need to make that tag to Zoro if he even can, because opening's calling for him to get up. High risk, high reward, diving shoulder tackle from the former champ, but gets caught. Enziguri from Sanji. Doesn't go to make the tag, just sees that opening, starting to get up to his feet, and uses that to his advantage. Elbow to the back. And sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Seen that done to great effect, and now Sanji saying, all right, I got to take a breather. Big man, you got this. Tags in Zoro. That counter. Took a little too much time. That allowed opening to get the counter, but a counter by Zoro. Lifted up. Oh, but reversed the finisher. Opening flipped out of the finisher attempt. Drops him onto the knee. I think was looking for that Asura's Wrath. But opening using his speed to flip out of it. And tag in Orton. But Zoro now with the power. That power game from Roronoa Zoro as he stomps Orton down now. Sends him into the corner again. These two, very even matchup to start off with, but a counter by Randy. Sends him back into the RK opening corner. Tries to tag out, but Zoro with the counter. Counter again by Randy. And a drop kick Yo, he might be older, but he still got that drop kick in the game. He still got that drop kick on point. And now, this is something we know Randy can do all too well. Stomps. Just taking it to every part of Zoro's body with those stomps. Still fighting like he's in his prime, and Sanji's got to break that one up. But Orton now sizing for it. He's calling for it. He's coiled RKO to Zoro. Into the cover. Zoro has to burn resiliency. Resiliency is burned on Zoro from that RKO. Kick to the gut. More. And now grabbed by the throat. Who's Reed? Hello, Reed. Saying RKO. And the cover on Orton from Zoro. Orton still not done just yet. Zoro does have a signature, and if you can tag in Sanji, he's got a signature as well. But Orton trying to pick the bones of Zoro, kicking him at the leg. And sends him into the corner, but not the corner we thought he was going to go to. He sends him to that right side corner and clotheslines him and stuns Mr. Roronoa Zoro on a mission to become the world's greatest swordsman. And right now getting met by a Viper. Those sword skills might be cut, coiled away from Randy Orton. Tried to go for the clothesline. Countered it. Orton up. Powerbomb position from the Viper. Look at the strength he's got. Down onto the turnbuckle. And he's busted open from it. And plants him down again. And now goes to make the tag to opening, but Zoro's also made the tag into Sanji, but gets caught with that knee. But Sanji back up. Quickly gets back up, rolls through the open, and shuts that rolling thunder stunner from opening. But it's not resiliency on Sanji. And a tag made to Orton. Going for a submission now on Sanji. Tried the same thing on Zoro. Now trying to go for it on Sanji when he gets out of it. Turns him around. Sanji reverse DDT. And trying to get all the momentum back in the favor of the One Piece crew. But he might be getting caught by a Viper. Looking around, a little vintage Orton drops him with that spike DDT. And Sanji popped right back up. Popping right back up from it. Over top. Underneath. And Orton sent over the top ropes. And a punch from Sanji and takes him down to Zoro. And these two now starting to go to work. These two starting to get into sync. Picks him up. Sanji dusted his feet off saying, get him in here. So I could tag you in, or at least go for some offense. Sling blade to Randy, and now the tag is made. In comes Zoro, and he pushed it, he grabbed him before he could make the tag. But Randy, they do see the threat. They want to neutralize Orton, but he's not going to be neutralized all that quickly. Gets that Luthez press and makes the tag to an extremely fresh opening. Picks him up. Sends him into the corner. Oh, I think was looking for that tag team finisher. But reversed by Zoro. But gets caught with the clothesline. Set up there, counter by Zoro. Moved out the way, but opening a couple shots. Countered one of them and gets the headbutt. But countered again by opening. Couple elbows to the side of the head and another clothesline. Sends him into, no, not into the corner, just off the ropes. But Zoro kind of bounced off him, but off the ropes again, over top, and another clothesline opening with these clotheslines. Like a madman. The roll up from Zoro. Not even one. Not even a 1 count, and he bulldozes through him. Starting to show he's still got the fight he had as champion, but the tag's made to Sanji. Out of the way again. Chops, couple kicks from Sanji, and now just lighten up, opening with kicks. And goes quickly into the cover off those kicks. Not even one. Or actually, it was one, not even two. Has that signature, and Sanji could be looking for that pirate combo. And that brings Orton in. But opening, oh, he's got the adrenaline in his soul now. Opening's fired up, picks him up, sit out powerbomb, and quickly into the cover off of it. But Sanji kicks out of that attempted pin off the sit out powerbomb. Opening, sends Sanji off the ropes, big knee. Knee to the face, calls for Sanji to get up, kick to the gut, and shades of his tag team partner, a little open cutter. Will that help bring him victory? At least right now it'll bring Zoro in to the ring to break up the pin. But not for very long. Sanji, realizing the danger, tags out to Zoro, who's got a finisher. Opening, he might have adrenaline rush, but he doesn't have resiliency built up underneath. And oh gosh! 3 blades strong. That discus clothesline. Randy can't come in to help. But he doesn't need to, because opening kicks out. No resiliency. Sending opening into the corner. And the tag made to Sanji. Up. On top here. Look at Zoro. Little muscle buster, and Sanji's gone up top. Double foot stomp. And now goes to the corner. No way. Oh my gosh! The death by dinner, aka a little punch kick, and opening's gotta burn resiliency. Sanji does use that move normally, but in a match with Randy in it as well is crazy. Hits the knee, but the tag's made to the Viper. RKO! And Zoro comes in to break it up. Stalks him down. Orton going to the middle ropes. Calls for Sanji to get up. We don't see Orton go to the middle ropes all that often. And a big punch. And now he's saying, I'll hit you with 1, and I'll hit you with 2. Another RKO. Into the cover. Sanji burns resiliency. 2 RKOs in a row from Orton. Send them into the corner. Tag made to opening, who has a finisher. Punch to the gut. Grabbed him with Sanji with those elbows. Elbows from Sanji. Went for the drop kick. Opening moved out of the way. Crisp and clean there. Into the corner. What's he doing? Lifting him up here. And what on earth are you doing, opening? Gotta point out, neither Straw Hat has resiliency. Opening, what are you doing? And an avalanche open cutter. Top rope with that open cutter, that RKO. Sanji's out cold, an avalanche open cutter. Opening and Randy get it done. Wow. What a way to end the match. Opening saying, I gotta go for broke with this one. A top rope open cutter gives RK opening the win. The equivalent of 3 RKOs in a row. From RK opening. Little skyscraper senton as well. Don't forget about the fact that they can do that. Randy and opening. They get themselves right back where they need to be. Set him up on the ground. Hit that open cutter. The match is next. Alright, fair enough. Good luck, Moon. Couple RKOs to Sanji. A second one from Randy. 2 of them in a row. And then opening. Mounting him up on the top ropes. Uppercut. Turned around and said time to go for broke. An avalanche open cutter. To pin Sanji and to get the win for RK Open. What a victory for these two. Get themselves right back to where they need to be. And look at it. Look at opening. He's having a little jig. Love to see that. He's having a grand old time. Congratulations to RK Opening. 71% of you on RK Opening. 29% on Zoro and Sanji. Now we move on to the first of the women's Golden Shot qualifiers. It is 2 standouts. The MVP of the women's, and I guess 1 man for some reason, 10-person gauntlet at Kingdom Come in Moon Mage, taking on the one who won that gauntlet in the form of Hu Tao. I can confirm Hu Tao is officially signed to the GWE because of that victory. Has the chance to go to the Golden Shot ladder match at the next pay-per-view. Will Moon be able to get that chance, or will Hu Tao be the one to do it? Obviously supported by Cyber Guild Partner in Crime, says Estelle. Let's get into it, shall we? It's Moon, it's Hu Tao. Golden Shot qualifier. Let's turn up the voltage. And coming out first. Good match to Sanji and Zoro. You were good, but RK Opening's not going down. Here comes Moon, and look who's with her. Estelle Bright, here to support the Cyber Guild Partner in Crime. And welcome into Wisteria. How you doing? Moon Mage. He's here and's got Estelle in her corner. For this matchup, obviously we'll see Estelle later on tonight in her Golden Shot qualifier. Estelle looking good, says Chaos, as Moon trying to channel her mentor AJ Styles. Phenomenal one. Can they win? That is the question. Moon's been scratching and clawing to get opportunities and showed out in that gauntlet. Had a showing with Estelle and then against Rinka. Putting on a clinic with both of them. At about that midway point in the gauntlet. But now has to contend with the winner of that gauntlet. We got a little spooky with this one. It's Hu Tao. Sometimes you have to scratch and claw to get to the top, says Kaz, and that's what Moon's been doing. Can that opportunity come to pass for Moon? Can they get that chance? Or Will Moon get their head kicked in by Hu Tao? Hu Tao. We know she's got that last will, that kick that it can come out of literally anywhere. I think we've seen it from from the corner, from the standing position, from literally anywhere. It's also funny given I control Hu Tao in HWE. Yes, you do. Hu Tao. My partner has to get ready for Raw. No worries, opening. We wish Randy good luck from us here in the GWE. The perfect timing with the music on the lane. Yeah, truly. That was great. Moon versus Hu Tao in a golden shot qualifier. Who's going to be the first one to join it? Here we go. Went for a super kick. Moon immediately ducked it and immediately scooping up Hu Tao into a roll-up. And just a 1 count. And right into a dragon screw from Moon. Early doors. Now grabbing at the arm of Hu Tao. Stomping on it. Gotta drop it on it. And a knee drop. Classic Moon Mage with that knee drop. And classic into the Moonsault. And early doors. Moon's got the full advantage off the ropes. Sliding forearm. My dog's chilling outside. He not care. Fair enough. The pupper is chilling. Love to see that. Calling for Hu Tao to get back up. Kick to the gut from Moon into a neck breaker. That's what Moon's got to do. Got to stay on the offense very quickly, showing off their aerial abilities. If they can keep doing that, they can avoid Hu Tao from getting any momentum. And you don't want Hu Tao to get any momentum unless that last will connects right on the dome. And power bomb from Moon on the outside. Trying to send Hu Tao back into the ring, but Hu Tao does that instead. Rolling Moon back into the ring. And a big forearm. And now Hu Tao trying to show that she's got aerial abilities, and does, but Moon out of the way of the splash, though, is Hu Tao. And if it's anything like Kingdom Come, these two are about to put on a classic. Off the ropes, Hu Tao underneath, rolling through. It's that Hurricane Rana. But Moon pops up, off the ropes, arm drag right afterwards. Into the cover on Hu Tao. To qualify for golden shot, no, not even a 1, or not even a 2. Just a 1 count there, but a counter by Hu Tao with a 4. Send up, drop kick right to the back of Moon. Might as well explain what Cyber Guild is, but essentially Moon and I agreed to watch each other's backs. Oh my gosh! Just sat on her! Alongside others who are willing to join our pursuit of fun matches. Love to hear that stuff. Love to hear that. But oh my gosh, Hu Tao just sat on Moon. Picked up, power bomb right onto the logo. But Moon pops right back up. Couple strikes, couple combos, and a drop kick to the knee. If you keep targeting that knee, you weaken the last will, but Hu Tao flies in. Big diving forearm. And then from there into the coffin drop. Coffin drop from Hu Tao into the cover on Moon. And that's no resiliency burn. Kick out at 2. But Hu Tao does have that last will. You don't want to give her any space, but it's that X factor. Counter by Moon. Sets up, tosses the arm. He's got to build up enough here to maybe just keep themselves with resiliency or to get themselves into fighting form. Counters the forearm, couple forearms of our own. Setting up into a pile driver from Moon. Hu Tao turned this one around, but Moon saying, nah. Pile driver stuns Hu Tao and got a finisher because of it into the Moon Clash. Turns it over right near the center of the ring. Hu Tao burns resiliency. but also rolls to the outside. And now Moon looking to fly here. Frog splash from Moon. Is this it? It might be it if Moon can get Hu Tao back into the ring. Has that move theft as well. Could steal the last will at any point in time if Moon feels fit, but countered the kick. Hu Tao off the ropes, but gets on the apron. Countered by Moon. Steps back into the ring. Hu Tao with a kick. And now these two are going to trade. Back and forth they go. Punches from the both of them. Big slap. Another slap from Hu Tao. Chop from Moon. Almost like a chop there from Hu Tao. Another chop. Back and forth. The Moon Mage and the funeral director, whatever it might be, of Hu Tao. Going back and forth. Here we go. And dead even. Completely dead even. And Moon used that to advantage. Calf crusher. Calf crusher locked in. Trying to pull at the leg of Hu Tao. Trying to weaken the last will. But Hu Tao right out of it. Gets that elbow up. Backing up. Off the ropes. Hu Tao last will. But Moon doesn't have resiliency. Because that calf crusher attempt, Moon didn't build up any resiliency because of it. Doesn't need it though. Kicked out at 2 from the last will. Has a signature, does Hu Tao. Kicks, drop kick from Hu Tao. And now Estelle getting on the apron. Estelle providing just a miniature distraction here for Moon. As Hu Tao saying get down from there. And still got enough momentum though. Turned around at the last possible second, but countered the signature did Moon. Popped up into the Moon Clash. Pushes Hu Tao away from the ropes. Into the cover on Hu Tao. Moon. Doesn't qualify just yet, but does have a second finisher at the ready. Went for it, countered the Moon Clash. Hu Tao got the distance. Last will. Out of nowhere, into the cover. Moon burns resiliency. It is anybody's match. Hu Tao, moonsault. Goes to the corner. Hu Tao, look at that, standing, dancing around, doing a little handstand, because why not? But it got Moon enough time to get out of the corner. One more move wins this as Hu Tao sends Moon to the outside. Pops up, but Hu Tao, what the heck? 2K? Hu Tao using her levitation powers and took Moon with him. Kind of landed that splash, it kind of didn't. And now Moon tearing apart the announcer's table. Yo, Hu Tao, what are you doing? Up on the table. Back and forth, these two go on the table. Hu Tao went for a suplex. And Moon sends Hu Tao off the table. I always wanted to be in a glitch moment. Count of 10 as Moon climbs up to the top ropes. Calls for Hu Tao to stand up. Went for that forearm, countered it. Reset the count as well. Hu Tao countered by Moon. Elbows to the gut. I think Hu Tao's trying to set Moon Mage up on that table. And now I think Moon trying to do the same. Puts Hu Tao on the table. These two are just going to brawl on this table. Back and forth they go. Sets up Moon. Suplex off the table. To the ground below. We're at a count of 10. And Moon sends Hu Tao back into the ring. Nobody's got anything built up but saying that suplex, that had to have done it. You're out cold from that, into the cover, and that's it. Moon Mage qualifies for the golden shot. That suplex off the top of the table to the ground below was enough to put Hu Tao down. Moon qualifies for the golden shot. Hey, I tell you, these two know how to put on a classic. Moon can be ruthless. Knows what they are capable of. Step through, hit the Moon Clash. But it wasn't over there. As Hu Tao would burn resiliency off this first Moon Clash. And these two would just go crazy. Cyber Guild for life? Hey, listen, they know how to put on bangers. That's the truth, and ain't that nothing but the truth. The last will connected onto Moon from Hu Tao. The leg was weakened as well from that calf crusher, and that suplex off the top of the table was enough to qualify. What a match indeed. Moon, a little cut on the lip. There's blood on her neck. There is blood on Moon's neck. There's like a full gash from those chops from Hu Tao. Sheesh. 62% on Moon, 38% on Hu Tao. We move on to our next matchup. I look like I got out of a bloody anime tool? Yeah. It's one-on-one now. And we're getting it for free. It's Kenny Omega versus Ilja Dragunov. Before I send it, let me make sure I've spelled his name right, because I seem to fail at doing so. Ilja Dragunov. I think I got it. There we go. Kenny Omega, Ilja Dragunov. We're getting that one-on-one. This is sure to be a barn burner. Ilja, Kenny, one-on-one. Let's get into it. Oh, shoot. And here comes Ilja Dragunov. And that's how we roll. Hu Tao, you fought really well. Who knows? We might bring you into the guild. For now, though, I'm just happy, says Moon. Congratulations on the win. But right now, the Mad Dragon's out to play.
Into the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 180
Ilja
Dragunov
is here. This could get interesting. Ilja. Guess pressure's on me now to get the job done, says Estelle. Yo, this is gonna be a barn burner. Ilja versus Kenny? Like, come on now. It's gonna go crazy. We're getting this for free, too. The Mad Dragon. We haven't seen a whole lot of success from Ilja as of late. But we see that success grow tonight For free. Indeed, for free. I'm going to enjoy this as a player. And Ilja waiting for Kenny. Omega. Bearded Ilja. What? Huh? Huh?
Don't go to game, if it don't
This?
look good. Who you gonna call?
Wait. Oh!
And got the crooked hand.
Wait, huh?
They would.
Wait, whoa. That's not Kenny. That's the Young Bucks. That's the Young Bucks. Wow, oh my gosh. What on earth? What was that for? Now Kenny! And now Kenny! Kenny just jumped Ilja! Yo, we're not even gonna get the match! We need a free match. They called the match off, but Kenny just rushed down to the ring anyways. The Young Bucks. Aren't the Bucks best friends with Kenny? Yeah, apparently. And now they're just brawling. I'm sorry, y'all got in the pole. Ilja got back up, and then Kenny just jumped the barricade. And now these two are just brawling. No match or anything. Man got dropped on his head by the Bucks earlier. That means the Elite had their own plans for this fight. Yeah, apparently so. Does Kenny need backup? Maybe. Well, Kenny doesn't need backup. Kenny's got the Bucks. What the heck? There was no reason for that. They super kicked him and then dropped Ilja on his head. I mean, Ilja, maybe. I mean, if it's 3-on-1 now, maybe. Kenny just leaving Ilja on the base of the announcer's table. And saying, Ilja's still saying, bring it on. Still just trying to fight with everything he has. I mean, typical Ilja Dragunov way. But dude. Dude, why the Bucks? And a Hurricane Rana from Ilja. We still get this brawl for free. Two of the best to beat the snot out of each other. We're still going to get at least this. But now these two are just brawling. There's no match or nothing. They're just brawling now. Clothesline sends Kenny out of the ring. Ilja saying, I don't care if you attack me with your friends. I'm still going to drop you. Kenny just gets back in the ring. Went for a super kick. Ilja wise to it this time. These two still just going back and forth. Either way, it seems we got ourselves a program in the works, and Ilja's against the numbers. I mean, yeah. I mean, one thing though, it is Ilja, but he busts Kenny open. Busted Kenny Omega open there. Calls for him to get up as Ilja saying, I still got fight, but the crossbody misses. Kenny picks him up and drops him down, spine buster. And picks him up again, a power bomb into a knee. And now Kenny's just laying waste to Ilja. He saw blood and he meant business now. And a standing moonsault. Calls for him to get up. Points the gun at him. and grabs him. Despite this not being a match, this could be some Meltzer type stuff. It's crazy. Turns him around. A counter by Ilja. Ilja still going. Picks up Kenny. Power bomb. But out of the way is Kenny. Torpedo Moscow. He's saying, not today. Not today. I'm still the man around here. Locking in a submission. But Kenny right out of it. Punches him. Oh, no. Ilja refusing to stay down. Oh, gosh. He might stay down after this. Tiger Driver. Ow. Turns him over. And now he locks in a submission, and Ilja's out cold. Ilja's out cold. He dropped him on his head. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, now he had to stay down. Yeah, what in the world, man? It's clearly not over with those two. I mean, this just started. Whatever in the world this is, it's just getting started. With help from the Young Bucks, apparently. He's not gonna let that slide. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. He's gonna let that slide. But I guess no match because of that. So now we move on. We move on to our other women's golden shot qualifier. It is Estelle Bright going 1-on-1 with the new debut to the GWE. It's Cammy White. And that break time for the Guild half of Cyber Guild to shine. Bring your best Cammy because I'm bringing mine, says Estelle. Let's get into it as we turn up the voltage. Gosh, man. Freaking Kenny Omega and Ilja Dragunov. What on earth was that? And here she is. Cammy White. It's little Estelle's turn to try and qualify. Can she join Moon Mage in this ladder match? Cammy would have made from the grave easier. Fair enough. Oh well. Can the other half join also? Hi, Cammy, says Chaos. Cammy is here. And here comes Estelle Bright. Estelle is here. And just like Moon was there for Estelle, Estelle was there for Moon, Moon's there for Estelle. How about that? That's some true teamwork right there. With Moon at ringside in turn. Moon was white and yellow for a second. Friendship, says Kara. As Cammy and Estelle, 1-on-1. Here we go. If it was anything like Moon versus Hu Tao, this is gonna slap. And these two locking up. The first bit of chain wrestling we've seen all night. Cammy pushing Estelle into the ropes, and we do get a clean break from those two They lock up again, and now Cammy pushing Estelle into the corner. And another clean break from these two, but pushed right back in to the corner by Cammy, and those kicks to Estelle. Landing flush and a drop kick in the corner. Should be a respectful fight, says Leia. It should very well be a respectful fight. These two, well, we know Estelle can put on bangs. We haven't seen anything from Cammy, but from what I know, she's crazy. She's absolutely insane to put on a classic or two. Hits that moonsault into the cover on Estelle. Not even a 2 count. Just a 1. Just a 1 as Cammy waits, so Estelle rolls to the outside. Climbed up top here. And Cammy cross-body to Estelle the second she stepped back in the ring. Picked up double axe handle. And Cammy's showing out. Early doors here, another double axe handle. The elbow drop, though, avoided by Estelle. Went for the kick, but Cammy dodged it. This is the tactical expertise here of Cammy. Knows a counter to every move you could throw at her and bust Estelle open. Scoop slam from Cammy and climbs to the top, but Estelle rolls to the outside. Cammy just don't fly anyways, hits a crossbody. And it's been all Cammy at this point, but the signature got reversed by Estelle. And that's the thing about Estelle, she can come back at a moment's notice. Super kick to the back of the head. But an enziguri from Cammy. Turned her over. Drops the arm. And a drop kick, but Estelle out the way. You can't count Estelle out. She's a former, the inaugural Iron Art champion for a reason. And sent into the steps goes Cammy as we're at a count of 10. And now Estelle grabbing Cammy, tossing Cammy back into the ring. And Estelle went for that drop kick, and Cammy knew it was coming and blocked it from doing so. Hits that arm drag. Or the hip toss, more likely. Goes to the corner. Cammy's going up top here. Looking to fly again. Calls for Estelle to get up. Cammy's been dominating this match early doors. Drop kick with precision. But Estelle right back up, but gets caught into a German suplex from Cammy. And Estelle burns resiliency. The killer B spin from Cammy, dropping Estelle. And she is fresh. Cammy is fresh in this match. Estelle is in trouble. Drops the leg down. Goes to the corner and goes up top. Cammy, elbow out of the way though. As from Estelle, and there's a drop kick. But a chop from Cammy, and now these two are gonna trade in the middle of the ring. Back and forth they go. Cammy and Estelle trading blows. I think there's a chance. Estelle's saying to bring it on. Cammy's saying to bring it on. And here we go. They're gonna bring it on. Here on Voltage. And it's evened out. And Cammy, using that advantage, hits a famouser. The reverse edge from Cammy into that killer beast spin again. The German suplex cover on Estelle. Cammy, not done yet, but got another finisher because of it and gets that Delta Red combo. Goes into the cover on Estelle, and that's gotta be it for Estelle Bryant. burning the adrenaline rush. She survived for a bit, and she's still surviving. 2 finishers? Nah, that's not gonna be enough to put Estelle down. It's Cammy, moonsault. Still just mounting the pressure on Estelle like mad over here. Turned over, but Estelle out the way. Big kick to the side of the head. Picks Cammy up, and now sweeps her down, locks in. The bracer is a hold. But Cammy straight out of it, straight out of the bracer's hold. Welcome in to DJ. Oh, but Estelle's stunned, clothesline. That adrenaline rush bar is nearly gone, and it's gonna be gone now from these elbows. If Estelle can't take control, it's been curtained since the bell rang. Estelle trying with everything she's got to fight back, but gets caught with another double axe handle from Cammy. Climbs up top. Cammy looking to put the nail in the coffin. Leg drop from the top, and Estelle fought valiantly. But she's still kicking out. But Cammy has another finisher, has a signature, both at the ready. Scoop slam, but Estelle out the way. Jump behind to a reverse DDT. And an elbow. Estelle's on some tonight, just refusing to stay down. Calls for Cammy to get up. Kick to the gut into the Radiant Dance. Cover on Cammy. Is that going to be enough to burn resiliency? It's not. It's not enough to burn resiliency. Kick to the back from Estelle. And Cammy's back up. And you don't want to be back up at this point. Killer Bee spin. But the inexperience of Cammy. Estelle got to the bottom ropes. Her feet touched the bottom ropes. But an alley-oop bomb from Cammy. The inexperience of fighting in a wrestling ring puts Estelle's feet on the ropes because of that drop kick, though. She is gushing blood. That blood is all over the place. Estelle pops up, but gets caught with a drop kick. And now that could very well be over. Estelle is bleeding profusely. Cover. Cammy qualifies. Mercilessly ending this fight. But holy crap. Estelle made her work for it. Cammy qualifies. But wow. Oh my gosh. What a fight from these two. More particularly, what a fight from Estelle. Half and half, still a good night, says Moon. Moon qualifies, Cammy also qualifying. I thought this was it right here. The second Killer Bee spin, but Estelle managed to kick out. And then when I thought this was it, I thought this was it. Hit that Delta Red combo onto Estelle, and somehow she still managed to kick out. Then went up top, hit a leg drop, and I was like, okay, surely that's gotta be it for Estelle. There's no way. And then she kicks out again. Gets that little bit of offense with the bracers hold and the Radiant Dance, but it wasn't enough to burn resiliency on Cammy, and Estelle just couldn't take any more. That drop kick from the top had that last bit of energy to kip up, but got caught with the drop kick, and Estelle is put down. Cammy White qualifies for the Golden Shot ladder match. The 33% on Cammy White and the curse number on Estelle, right? I can still fight. Probably shouldn't have said that brain everything bit. No regrets. Hopefully we proved our point. Cyber Guild's just getting started. They're here to put on bangers. And if those two matches are any indicator, I think they're going to succeed in putting on bangers. Let's move on in the night. It's time for some triple threat action. The winner will join another triple threat that'll take place later on in the weeks. And that will be to determine who challenges Jacob for the GWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's Akuma, it's Luffy, and it's Liu Kang. Yeah, qualifier for #1 contenders. Got a healing vial already, Estelle, and that, and a towel. Yeah, Estelle's gonna need that towel. Oh my goodness, the amount of blood she was leaking. But now we set the stage. Luffy, Akuma, Liu Kang, who will get to that #1 contendership triple threat. Let's find out as we turn up the voltage. And out first, in comes Akuma. A man we have not seen as well since the Chain Reaction Rumble, but is a dangerous threat and could use the momentum he has to get himself to fighting Jacob for the title. Thanks, Moon. Like we said, if anyone wants to join our fun little mission, feel free. It's going to be interesting to say the least. Akuma, one of the biggest threats in this matchup. But a man who I don't think cares about how big of a threat you are. He's just going to knock you down and have fun with it. Monkey D. Luffy. We saw him at Kingdom Come as well, team up with Ichigo and Goku in the Septiplier and MatPat Open Challenge, the final one of those. Luffy, Ichigo, and Goku would answer it, and they would come away with the win. And that allowed Luffy, who is a mainstay here, to get himself the chance to challenge for Jacob's title. We've seen Luffy compete for the championship before, back when it was first made. Back when the GWE first started, he challenged Cassius Bright and Roman Reigns for the title. That title would end up going to Cassius Bright. Luffy looks to get another shot at it tonight. But if either one of these two want to do it, they gotta put down the man who put down the bear, Liu Kang. Liu Kang, the champion of the Mortal Kombat realm, looks to call himself champion here. This time with a proper belt around his waist as the champion of the GWE. Liu Kang, fired up tonight. Can he seize his moment? Can he seize his opportunity and become champion? Well, he's going to have to win this match to do so, and he's going to have to win another match if he wants to get that one-on-one with Jacob. He's been proving himself. We'll have to see if he can put it all to the real test tonight. Especially when you've got tough opponents like Luffy and Akuma. They're dangerous. All three men are dangerous competitors in their own right. Jacob, he's got to be studying these three. He's got to be studying everybody in these triple threats. Scouting the competition, figuring out who he's going to have to take on. Could it be this man? We'll find out. Akuma, Luffy, and Liu Kang do battle, triple threat, one fall. Who goes to the #1 contendership match? Let's find out. Akuma rushing in at Liu Kang immediately, and a headbutt straight away. Countered by Luffy. And now these three just starting to tussle. Big poison run early doors, and Akuma tried to go for a leg drop, but Liu Kang stood up before he could do so. Back and forth. These three go up, and a knee to the face from Luffy to Liu Kang, and now piecing up Akuma. Let's send him to the corner. Liu Kang flies in. Monkey flip, almost got the leg drop from Akuma as well. Picked up and tossed onto the ropes does go Akuma at the hands of Liu Kang. Sets up, Tope Atomico didn't land, failed to connect. And Luffy with a kendo stick. He's got the first weapon of this matchup, but gets caught. Falling powerbomb. And then Luffy just tossed the kendo stick and said, don't mind if I do. But Liu Kang kicking out at one as Akuma drops Luffy. But now contends with the champion in the Mortal Kombat realm. He gets a couple elbows up. Thrust to the throat. Sends Luffy into the corner. But Liu Kang now sending Akuma into the corner. Luffy back up clothesline. I thought he was going to hit Akuma with that one, honestly. But Luffy out of the way. Sends Liu Kang to the corner. Now Akuma lifted up. And dropped hat first onto the ropes. Rolls to the outside, does both Luffy and Liu Kang. Luffy's got the kendo stick now, but Akuma drops Liu Kang. But Luffy's there, breaks the kendo stick over his head. The kick from Liu Kang, powering up. And Luffy now turns around and just punches Akuma. Kick from Liu Kang. And picked up by Akuma and planted down. And then a clothesline to Liu Kang right afterwards. Now Akuma's starting to take control. Stomp countered. Liu Kang sends him into Luffy. And then grabs him again and sends him into the ring. Luffy and Liu Kang both stepping into the ring. Couple counters, couple combos and counters from these two, and a double axe handle from Akuma. Takes down Luffy. Trying to spin with that punch. Up and down, body slam. Kang back up, Luffy. Both of them trying to go springboarding. Liu Kang kind of caught both of them with that disaster kick and catches Luffy with a spine buster. Luffy rolls to the outside. Luffy on the apron now as Akuma gets covered. Kick out at one. Update, my forehead's wrapped up like a medicine ball, but I'm fine. Good to hear that, Estelle. Now double team from Akuma and Luffy. Double Russian leg sweep to Liu Kang. And a big punch to Luffy. Those heavy hands of Akuma playing a big role in this match. Luffy though saying, I can box with you, why not? Sends him to the apron, then just steps out of the ring and goes after Liu Kang. Knee to the face. And then Luffy, big punch, and the rubber recoil. And then a punch right to Akuma. Ripcord forearm from Luffy. And now he's firing up on all cylinders now. Luffy, gets caught by Akuma. That hellfire wheel out of nowhere. And Liu Kang powers up off the ropes and hits him with the Draconic Wrath. Into the cover, and Luffy breaks it up. Akuma did not have resiliency either, so Luffy had to break that one up quickly. Off the ropes. Oh, into Curry. Counter now. Oh, try to go for the finisher. Liu Kang with the counter. Turns him around though with Akuma. Breaking the back, and Liu Kang still firing up. Went for the kick. Caught by Akuma. Picks him up into the Ashura bomb. Cover. Luffy breaks it up again. You'll be alright, Estelle. So these three taking each other to the limit, says Chaos. As Luffy flies in moonsault to Liu Kang. That they are, Luffy. Oh, jumped over Liu Kang. Disaster kick to Akuma, busted him open. And now has that finisher, and Akuma is all alone in the ring with Luffy now. Knee to the gut, and an axe kick right afterwards, and Akuma's stunned. Luffy looking to grab a weapon, grabs a steel chair, and goes to the... goes to Liu Kang, who was just back up, hits him with it and busts him open. And a crucifix from Liu Kang. Runs in, out of the way of the clothesline, and drops him. Free the flame, that full Nelson slam from Liu Kang. But Luffy turns him around, went for that backstabber. And sent him down. Into the apron does Akuma. Couple punches. Liu Kang saying, if I gotta beat both of you to get this fight, I'll do so. If I gotta pin both of you, sure. Even though it's not a thing that can happen in this matchup. Because it is one fall. And Luffy's got the steps. Luffy has the steel steps and whacks Akuma with them. I hear my cat Bella's here. Bella, welcome into the stream. Luffy, what are you doing? Oh, tried to fly onto Liu Kang, but saw it coming, countered that one. Now these two go at it, but Liu Kang with a counter, kick to the side of the head of Luffy, into that Spanish fly, the fatal flame, but Akuma's right there to break it up. Sending him into the corner. Akuma doesn't have a signature or finisher, but does have that move thief. And Liu Kang sized him up here, but Luffy saw the chance, hits him with the gear breaker. But Akuma breaks it up. Breaks up the gear breaker. As Luffy, Michinoku driver, down he goes. And he clutches at the leg as well. Might have tweaked his leg on that landing. Luffy slid into the ring, but Liu Kang's right there. These two heroes of their franchise going at it. Counter. But Akuma right there, drop kick. Turns him around. Luffy using the adrenaline to power back up. Kick to the side of Liu Kang's head. Luffy sends him into the corner. And then knees Akuma right in the face. He said, let me put him in the corner so I can pin you right now. Cover. Akuma kicks at it too. Akuma survives. Just barely though. And now Liu Kang with a kendo stick. Tried to whack Luffy with it. Fired up. Turned around. Dragon suplex. And it busted Luffy open. Now everybody's bleeding. Liu Kang, you got this, right? Says Pi. Maybe. Send him into the barricade, into the ring post. And a drop kick from Liu Kang, down goes Luffy. And Akuma sending Liu Kang into the barricade and tossed him away. How'd you get busted open if you land on your neck? I don't know. Oh, steel chair shot from Akuma to Luffy, and he steps back in the ring. So does Akuma. Trying to go for the gear breaker. Body out of the way. Tried to go for a gear breaker himself. Tried to steal the finisher. Luffy out of the way of it, though. Counter in. Clothesline. Akuma stunned. It goes in the cover. Might be enough. Liu Kang's got to get in the ring quick, but he breaks it up. Into the corner. Goes Luffy. Sets him up. Elbow to the side of the head. Dial it up. Fiery path. But Akuma right there to capitalize. And goes into the cover, but Liu Kang is right there. Steps to the outside, does Liu Kang. Akuma goes to the middle ropes. Double axe handle to Luffy. He just took that candlestick shot like it was nothing. Backstabber, though, from Liu Kang. Right to Luffy. Into the cover. Is that going to be enough to put Luffy away? No, but it burns resiliency. Resiliency burned on Luffy from that backstabber from Liu Kang. Couple kicks. And then back suplex stuns Liu Kang. Resiliency burned first from Luffy, but he has a finisher. He's calling for it here. Goes up top. King of the Pirates. Into the cover. Liu Kang's got no resiliency. Akuma picked up the steps. Oh, that was a close one. Liu Kang just barely kicking out at 2.9, but picked up and planted is Luffy with that power bomb. And now Akuma went for the finisher. Countered by Liu Kang. Kicked to the side of the head. Sets him up. Fatal Flame for a second time. Into the cover. Luffy's not back up. Cover. Akuma burns resiliency. Liu Kang now the only one left with resiliency as Luffy's got a bat. Baseball bat in hand off the ropes. Liu Kang, oh my gosh. Shining Wizard, but then Luffy with the bat. The only one with resiliency is Liu Kang. Picks him up. Just a standard suplex. Simple but effective. Grabs the bat. Whacking away on Luffy. Stuns him with a single hit from the bat. Into the cover. Is that going to put Luffy down? No, it doesn't. I don't know if Akuma would have made it in time, but Luffy kicks out anyways. Akuma countered by Luffy. Picks him up, but takes him down. Reverse DDT. Luffy rolling to the outside. Liu Kang's there, but gets caught. Power slam. Back first onto the kendo stick. And a baseball bat shot now to both of them. Luffy out of the way. Shots to the gut. Uppercut to Akuma. And a rolling. Went for the rolling thunder. Countered. Akuma with a clothesline. And climbs up top. Climbs up top here. Akuma went for the knee drop. Went for that knee drop. That go hard that can crash. But Luffy out of the way of it. Uppercut. Liu Kang set up as Luffy now sizes him up. Dropped him with the red hot crash. Liu Kang broke it up but took out the ref too. Took out the ref at the same time. Slides the steps into the ring. And a drop kick, but he caught him. He caught the drop kick as he turned around. The reflexes of Akuma, but a knee to the face. From Monkey D. Luffy. Power bomb position, but a counter by Akuma. And Liu Kang sets him up. Dragon suplex. Bridges it. But Luffy's missing. He can't break it up. Liu Kang had that thing bridged tight. And he didn't let it go, and Liu Kang gets it done. He tried to stomp on his leg, but Liu Kang just wouldn't let the pin go. Liu Kang qualifies for that triple threat #1 contenders match. I don't know how he did that though. Luffy like straight missed. I don't know if he missed or if he just didn't let go of the pin. I don't know what happened there. That bridge wasn't wavering whatsoever. He didn't even feel Luffy, so by that he picks up the win. Akuma pinned by Liu Kang. And he goes. The #1 contenders match. Congratulations to Liu Kang. From that, and there was that setup there. Hit him with that dragon suplex, planted him on the bat. You see, Luffy trying to break it up, trying to stomp on his ankle, but not doing so. Not able to do so. Luffy might have a couple words to say. He most certainly broke that up all the same. He did definitely break that up. You gotta think that if Liu Kang becomes champion, if he gets to the #1 contendership match and gets the title away from Jacob, you gotta think Luffy is gonna call his shot immediately. Story potential indeed. 22% on Luffy, 11% on Liu Kang, and the cursed number on Akuma. As we now go to the main event of the evening. Now with that, it's time for the main event. The Golden Shot Qualifier for the men. We already saw Ryomen Sukuna qualified. Now, who is going to join him? Will it be JacksepticEye, or will it be the brand new Intercontinental Champion, Will Ospreay? Who's it gonna be in our main event tonight? Jack, Will, these two are probably gonna put on an absolute barn burner. Let's find out who gets the win as we turn up the voltage. Who joins Sukuna? Will it be Ospreay, or will it be Jack? Here we go. Now, Will, don't make me go after my title. Dang. Here comes Jackaboy. This man's been a standout over the past little while. Been showing up and showing out in that Open Challenge series. It felt like every single time Jack was making a name for himself, he earned his way to this spot to qualify for the Golden Shot qualifier, for the Golden Shot ladder match. Can he do it? Or will it be ineffective tonight? Don't make me go after my title, because if I go for it, I will get it back. It isn't a prediction, it's a spoiler. Okay, Paul opening. Jeez. Jack. Can he say that he can beat the Intercontinental? Hey, believe me. If Jack can beat friggin' opening. I literally looked over in there and saw the screen. If Jack can beat Ospreay tonight, hey, not only is he in that Golden Shot ladder match. Gosh, I keep saying Golden Shot qualifier, because this is the Golden Shot qualifier. If he beats Ospreay, he's got himself a possibility to go after that Intercontinental Championship, and here comes the man himself. It's Will Ospreay, the new Intercontinental Champion. And that title is looking good on him, I'm not gonna lie. The white on the white. The white on the white gear is kind of sick. I am not going to lie. Ospreay hitting 06 at Kingdom Come to win the Intercontinental Championship. Can he keep his momentum going? This man has competed in 2 matches here in the GWE. I've been told he's competed in 3 in one weekend. He competed in 3 matches in 1 weekend, and he won, I think, all of them. I could have gotten my title back. You could have, but not then. I don't know how Ospreay's fighting so soon after a neck surgery. I don't know, but this man is not one to be trifled with. It's Jack, it's Ospreay. Can Ospreay qualify while he's champion, or is he going to fall short in his first match as champ? We're going to find that out right now. It's Jack, it's Will, here we go. And Ospreay tried to start in with an immediate drop kick, and Jack ducked out of the way of it, and now stomping on the back of Ospreay, kicking his gosh dang head in. Leg drop right afterwards. As Jack, a couple punches to the head of Ospreay, and these two, they're just going to go stiff blows here, apparently. Drop kick from Will, lands on his feet. Combos, sweeps the leg. The aerial assassin. Will he go aerial tonight? Jack trying to use some agility right now in a Hurricane Rana. And now Jack, what in the world? Oh my gosh, trying to go for a double friggin' flippin' moonsault. But Ospreay out of the way of it, tried to go for the kick, but Jack stepped out of the way just barely, and there's that kick to the side of the head. A little ground and pound from Jack. A boy calls for Ospreay to get up. The Intercontinental Champion is in trouble to start with, but a couple elbows. Tried to kick him, and Jack out of the way. Again, oh my gosh! A stray RKO? Okay, Will. Just a stray RKO for, like, no reason. Sure, why not? Ospreay. No combo to Jack. Sets him up here. And, bro, Will. Oh my gosh, Will! Canadian Destroyer! Right to him and goes to the corner. Ospreay's lining up here. Tried to go for a DDT, but Jack flipped him over top of him. Made sure he wouldn't land on his feet. Ospreay tried to go for a moonsault, but Jack out of the way. Powerbomb, used his leg to build up a little more momentum to hit him with that knee. Punches right to the head again. Jack and Will already showing why they are 2 of the best. Who's Will's base? I don't know. I think it's customized. Kicks to the gut and a forearm to the face. From Jack, back into the cover again on Ospreay. Kick out of 2. Now goes to the corner. Oh, big drop kick. Spinning around with it. Turns him over. Jack now going after the leg. Yeah, it's got to be customized. It's probably customized. Goes to the corner again. Ospreay kicks up in a code breaker. Code breaker from Jack to Will. Gets back in the ring, but Ospreay a step faster. And a couple elbows again from Jack. Sending him off the ropes. Will in a bit of trouble. JacksepticEye punch. And if it wasn't over there, Jack's going to try to put the exclamation mark on this one. Up and down. Jack hammer. Will's got no resiliency. Pulls his leg away from the ropes. Into the cover on Ospreay. No. Ospreay kicks out. And then adrenaline's up. Will fired up. Sunset flip. Into the bomb. Yeah, they are time consuming. Ospreay survived and then using that adrenaline, depositing it directly into his soul. Has a finisher built up. Suplex to Jack. Could we see a storm breaker? Could we see a hidden blade? What are we going to see from Ospreay here? over and under. And standing friggin' moonsault slam, and goes to the corner, points the gun at him, goes for it, hidden blade, but Jack ducked it. Jack ducked the hidden blade. Sets him up, German suplex. Calls for Will to get back up. Sets him up, went for the Island's call. Ospreay with a counter. Drop kick, lands on his feet. Kick to the gut. This is the move that won him the title. Sets him up. Stormbreaker. Cover on Jack. And it's not resiliency. Does not burn resiliency. Will's calling for him to get up. Looking to fly in. Phenomenal forearm from Will. Shout out AJ Styles for that one. Oh yeah, they're worth it. Custom movesets are worth it, but they are time consuming. Off the ropes again. Another leg drop from Jack. This time stuns Will. And he's got a signature at the ready. Jack. Spinning forearm. Knocked the lights out with that one. Oh my gosh. Elbows from Will. And now Jack could be in trouble. Signature reverse though by Jack on Ospreay. Sends him off the ropes. Underneath again. Punch to the gut. No JacksepticEye punch this time. Ospreay caught the kick. Flipped him over. Knee to the face from Jack. He's putting on a clinic. And it's what he's known to do. Kicks to Ospreay and he's stunned. Ospreay stunned again. Lines him up on the shoulders. Ireland's call. And Ospreay doesn't have resiliency. Into the cover, off the Ireland's call. Barely kicked out at 2. Ospreay survives. That's why he's the Intercontinental Champion. And Jack with the Emerald Flosion. Sets him up again. He's still kicked out. And now Jack sets up, looking for the jackhammer. Plants him with it. Another jackhammer to Will into the cover. That's resiliency on Ospreay. Jack is on all cylinders tonight. He wants this chance. He wants to pin the IC champ. He wants to go to compete in the Golden Shot ladder match. Elbow to Ospreay. Flying in, big splash. Goes to the corner. Rez is burned on Ospreay. Jack's climbing up top. Frog splash avoided by Will. Was going to springboard, but I think he realized Jack was a bit too far away. Into the knee. Ospreay, can you prove you could have beaten me? He's bringing all the fight to Ospreay. As Will grabs him, lifts him up. German suplex onto the ground. Oh! And sets him up. Elbow to the head. Turns him around, but Jack with the counter. Picks Ospreay up. And sends him back into the ring. You have not fought Jack yet. Could you beat Jack? That's the question, because right now he's making it. Seemed like a difficult challenge, but Ospreay's not going to back down from a fight. Phenomenal forearm avoided again by Jack. Grabs him by the back of the head. Sends him into the corner. He rages up. He's got 2 finishers now. Stuns him and sends him down with a couple punches. A win here does put Jack closer to holding the title for the first time in the GWE. Calls for Will to get up. Moved out of the way of the drop kick. Lifted up though. Plants him down and a rolling forearm, this time to the back of the head. Electric chair into that elbow, into the knee as well. Irishman triple threat, that'd be kind of fun. Oh, Jack sets up again, looks for it on the outside, another jackhammer. I'm suing him. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Sends him back in the ring. This could very well be it. Climbs up top, looks to end it. No, double foot stomp. Will popped up, but he's injured. He lifted him up. Ireland's call. Cover on Ospreay. Jack's going to the golden shot. What a match. He's pinned the Intercontinental Champion. And a nice showing of respect between these two. JacksepticEye qualifies and pins the Intercontinental Champion. An impressive performance from both competitors. 33% on Will. The curse number keeps popping up because it's again here on Jack. Depending on where that goes, maybe a future title shot for Jack. That's the question. We know Saya could very well use that Intercontinental Championship shot. Or a tag team title shot, one of the two from that Turkey Bowl Brawl. Does he choose to use it now seeing that Ospreay can be beaten? We'll find out, but that is the show. Let's go over it one more time. XSP died, then fought back, then died again. The Grizzly Bear picks up the win over XSP in the first of the Chicken Suit Open challenges. If that's what we're starting off with, I'm concerned for what might come next. Sayaka picks up the win over Maki. Weirdly, though, because of Dom. Dominic Mysterio randomly decided to show up and help Sayaka. Why? I don't know. We have to figure out why soon. Gojo and Sukuna went to war for the Golden Shot qualifier. It was Sukuna who picked up the win. Is the Bear hired? I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to the GM about that. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I'd be concerned if he is. But Sukuna picked up the win over Gojo with that cleave and dismantle. Got the win for him. RK opening. Picked up the win over Sanji and Zoro in tag team action. Opening, loading up Sanji for an avalanche RKO to put him away. In a technical friggin' masterclass here, these two went bar for bar. Moon Mage picked up the win over Hu Tao, following a suplex off the top of a table to the ground. And a banger of a match between them. Moon qualifies for the Golden Shot. Then this happened. Kenny and Ilja, they were supposed to have a match. Ilja then got attacked by a double super kick and a spiking tombstone from the Young Bucks. And then, just when Ilja was starting to get up, get consciousness back, Kenny blasted him from behind. And they started brawling. And yeah, Ilja's not going to let this slide whatsoever. Estelle and Cammy. I gotta say, it was probably a more one-sided fight. Because Cammy kind of wrecked Estelle. But Estelle made her work to do that. Kept kicking out of absolutely everything that Cammy threw at her. But at the end of the day, Cammy gets it done and qualifies for the Golden Shot. Triple threat action. It was Liu Kang who picked up the win over the triple threat match against Luffy and Akuma. Pinning Akuma. I gotta tell you, man, Luffy might have broke up that pin. If he did, hey, who knows what the future will hold. And in the main event, the men's Golden Shot qualifier, to join Sukuna. Jack gets it done, pins the Intercontinental Champion, and gets the job done. Let's check the news. Despite losing his match, Ospreay displayed true sportsmanship and respect to Jack, which we love to see, honestly. Ospreay's injured, though. We saw that happen. Maki's match went awry as Dom made their way down to ringside, began arguing with their rival. Distraction left Maki's back turned to Sayaka. Sayaka also injured, so is Maki, and as that's clear. Love to see that. What would next show have given us? As always, we like to make sure there's no spoilers. That's a weird match. Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh. Sure. Okay. Okay, well, no spoilers. But, this is interesting. So first off, we'd see the Intercontinental Champion taking on Loxus one-on-one. Will versus Loxus in one-on-one action. Yo, Sans? Papyrus? What are you two doing here? It'd be the Literature Club versus Starlit Justice versus the Skelebros. Why do I feel like this is Sans' idea? Then we'd see Art of Violence versus the Despair Sisters. They're skeletoning. Skelebros, why are you here for this? I don't know. Despair Sisters versus Art of Violence. It would be Opening versus XSP. So I guess Opening would be answering the Chicken Suit Open Challenge. Yeah, this makes sense. Ilja versus Kenny. Yeah, that makes sense. They want to do it again. Jay Warlin against Izuku Midoriya. Alright. Break Sakura's leg. Yeah, break Sakura's leg. Maybe don't condone that, but you know. That's a thing. Jay versus Midoriya. That's a fun little fight. Uh-oh! Maki's gonna die! Maki's gonna die! Why is Dom in Shao Kahn's corner now? Oh! Gosh, that's horrifying. Maki dies. It'd be the Heroes Academy versus the Women's Tag Team Champions. And the main event is this again. Sonic and Mario versus Bowser and Eggman 2-on-2. Any news? Natsuki's cleared, Dusk is cleared, and Markiplier's cleared. Power rankings? Liu Kang number 1, Randy number 2, Jack 3, The Bear is number 4. Oh gosh. M. Bison, Lelouch, Opening, Ospreay, Yuri, Joshua, The Ringmaster, DJ, Chun-Li, Stephanie Vaquer, Gojo, Moon Mage, Shin, XSP, Monica, and Tartaros. Why is the Bear? Yes, the Bear. The Bear is number 4. What is the Bear's overall now? Because of that. Why am I below the Bear? I don't know. Opening? Guys, the Bear's a 96 overall. Guys, the Bear's a 96 overall. Oh gosh. Out of character time. Oh. The Bear's a 96. Oh, okay. Dude, what? Yeah. The Bear's a 96 overall. Yikes. What a show this was. Yeah, this was a very fun show. And a little bit of a shorter one. Only 2 hours and 45 minutes this time around. Oh, how about that? But, what a show. We now know who's qualified. At least 2 spots for each of the Golden Shot ladder matches. Fun show. Indeed. That's going to do it for me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next week with another edition of Monday Night Voltage. Now, while I'm at it, I'm going to go get some know? I'm freaking starving. Anyways, see y'all later.